Hello,
Hello, KJ Henry, please.
this is him.
KJ, this is Ron Rivera, head coach of Washington Commanders. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, Coach. How about you?
I'm doing real well. You ready to be a commander?
I'm ready.
Okay, you're gonna be the second pick in this round. Okay,
Yes,
you're gonna be a commander. You fired up?
yes, sir. Ready to go. You send a playbook this way, baby.
All right, young man. We'll be ready. We're gonna call you right back after they announce your name to get some specifics for you and get you taken care of. All right?
Awesome. Appreciate you, Coach.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, bye bye.
Commanders.
Those are the best, right?
Boy.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. KJ's mom follows me on Twitter.
Does she?
Yeah, and his dad obviously is a huge fan of Washington.
Which
so
is
all this
amazing.
comes full circle. And with that said, let's go somewhere on I-85 South. He's heading back to Tiger Town. And I always look at a big smile. I always love when we get people interviewing on the road, especially on 85. KJ, first of all, congratulations, man. You put in a ton of work. You got your degrees. Life is good. And now we go to work. And couldn't happen to a nicer guy or a nicer family. So congratulations.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm excited to get going.
Now, your dad, though, your dad might have been happier than you, for crying out loud.
I had to give it to him. I think in that moment he was. I was still coming to and really just processing everything. But for Pops, it was pure excitement. So I think in that moment he wins. He wins that one.
Did you grow up then? Because your dad's such a Washington fan. Did you grow up connected to Washington at all because of him?
So yeah, the truth of the matter is what I've been having to tell a lot of people of the Washington Commanders media is I was connected, but like it was totally polar opposite. I've been an Eagles fan my whole life.
Oh, boy.
No more, 100% no more. But there were definitely them playing in the same division. There's a lot of games where me and Dad talking smack to each other. So, but he's been a ride or die through and through. So yeah, it hit him a little different.
I think it means we got to get Pops some new Commanders swag, and I think he has a perfect hookup in you to get that. What were your meetings like with Washington and Coach Rivera? Did you have an inkling that this is a place that you could go?
Not at all. Outside of the fact that I talked to some of the players that have been drafted in this program before, and they kind of hinted at the fact that there's a lot of teams who are going to be interested in you, but just know that the teams who haven't communicated as much doesn't mean they're not interested in you. And a lot of Amari, he said he didn't really get a lot of talk from the Packers, and just some other examples like that. And so that just kind of let me know that, okay, well, all 32 teams are on the board in my mind. So this was kind of one of those things. I had talked to Coach Kerrigan at the Senior Bowl, who was, there, representing the Commanders. And so we had communicated a little bit, but definitely wasn't like on the forefront of my mind. But it all ended up working out.
I want to go back to Pops a second. And that jersey was significant, though, wasn't it? I mean, that wasn't just a regular jersey. That it kind of comes full circle with the entire Clemson Tiger football family.
Yeah, I didn't even put two and two together. I never noticed it, like, as long as I've been, teammates with Trot. And, yeah, that was a big full circle moment for sure. Someone kind of enlightened me on the fact that was my teammate's dad's jersey, so that was cool.
Yep, that's really neat. And by the way, I kidded around that your mom follows me on Twitter. To me, it's cool watching. I mean, it's been cool watching you play, but it's really cool to see the entire family be able to celebrate all the work. And again, I'm not. Listen, nobody ever knows what really goes in to making a dream come true like this because you've lived it. But I mean, how cool is that, though, to be able to surround the biggest day of your life with the people that you love the most?
I mean, that's what it's all about for me. I'm very blessed, with having just a great family. Number one who supports me in not just football but anything that I put my mind to, and who helped me there every step of the way. As far as through my football journey and things like that. So I'm just honored to be a Henry more than anything, and I'm happy that they're happy for me.
On that same note, talking about celebrating, obviously your own, and you knew your name was coming somewhere down the line, but to also watch your teammates in this journey and to flip on the TV and watch Miles Murphy go, then back to back Brian Brzee, someone who's been through so much. What's it like to all get to celebrate this journey together this last weekend and to watch them go through that too?
Yeah, was easily excited for all my teammates more than myself, just because we've been doing this thing together, and especially those two day one. It's very tough to enter this next stage or this stage that we just ended and have such high expectations, but then to not only have those but meet and exceed them, and that's what those two guys did. So was just happy for both of them, for both of their families. Feel like I'm a second son in both of their families at this point. So yeah, it was a great weekend. It was a great weekend.
KJ, what does it also say? I mean, we talked to Jeff Hafley earlier today and talked about Zay, and he decided to come back. You had that same opportunity and said, you know what, this Clemson life has been pretty good, and I kind of like it. And you know what, the NFL can wait. I mean, that'd be a tough decision because you had that opportunity earlier, but decided to come back. What went into that thinking for you?
Yeah, I really just felt like that I had not, really reached my potential at the college level. And I knew that, having Xavier Thomas and Miles Murphy, Justin Maskell, such a loaded and talented defensive end room, was just going to push me to be the best version of myself. It was literally either be or just don't get a chance to show it. So I love competing at the highest level and really just get to see what I'm about. And that's really what I can attest to most is just my teammates pushing me and expecting the best out of me every single day. And just me not wanting to let anybody down is really just what you ended up seeing on the field this year.
Okay, so now what? I know you're in the car going back to Clemson. You asked Coach on the phone, Ron Rivera, you said, send me the playbook. Did they send you the playbook yet?
They told me to hold off. They said you gotta wait a little bit, which is fine. I'm a quick learner, so it's all good now. Now it's just kind of get things together. It's going to continue to work out, down here in the Clemson area. As long as, like I've always said, long Coach Sweeney keeps letting me come live for free and eat for free, I'm gonna be there. So I'm gonna be working out till I have to head up, but definitely will be looking for that playbook early.
Before we let you go, I know Taylor was down for the spring game, and you guys are interacting a little bit. This guy, Peter Woods, made an impact in the spring, didn't he? He's going to be one of these kind of guys. Again, there's a lot of dudes still left on that team defensively, but that Peter Woods has got some upside, doesn't he?
He definitely does. He's definitely another one of those guys coming in. He's not hard to find. He's going to make some splash, and really a lot of those freshmen, especially those D linemen, I joke now, I tell them like a 5-star when I was coming up is different than a 5-star now, and these guys would have me sitting on the bench the way that they're coming out of high school, because I didn't look like that. I didn't look like that coming out of high school. So yeah, I'm excited for the young guys on this team, and they're going to be difference makers this year.
Anyone else you feel like you want to name drop we should be watching for that you saw in the spring game or that's been working this spring that you're like, if you don't know him, you're going to know him?
I'm biased. I mean, I'm to the defense, right? But I feel like there's a lot of people you guys already know. Obviously, Barrett and Trotter are going to make another step in their careers. Really loved what I saw out of Makuba this spring. I went to a lot of practices, and I feel like he's got his swagger back. Nate looks good, and there's just a lot of developmental roles that it's not even that they are empty. It's just next man up. So. There'll be a lot of guys on that defense and offense, who are excited for their opportunity. And, Clemson's going to be back on top again. That's all I can tell you.
KJ, listen, congratulations. Like I said, I've had some fun interacting with your mom over the years. and I know she watches the show and all that stuff. And you come from really, really great parents, and to watch them celebrate it with you was really, really cool. Couldn't be happier for you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You got it. Wish you the
Congrats,
best,
KJ.
man.
Drive safe.